Job searching in North America today is the worst it's ever been. Finding a job is harder than ever. Unemployment rates are climbing, and LinkedIn is flooded with those open to work announcements. We're seeing experienced professionals apply for entry level jobs and getting rejection after rejection. For those just starting out, it feels like getting a foot in the door is impossible.
If you're under 25 and you had a tough time finding a job this summer, you're not alone. Canada's youth unemployment rate in July was the highest it's been since September 2012, except for 2 summers during the pandemic. Youth unemployment now stands at 14.2%, and for youth returning to school, the number was even higher, 17.2%.
It could be labeled as crisis level for the youth population. Getting into labor force, getting experience when you're young is very important for your future career. The fact that youth unemployment rate is reaching 20% is very worrisome for these young people trying to just get decent experience.
And one more thing, the unemployment rate was higher for immigrants than it was for people born in Canada, regardless of age. But for youth who recently immigrated, the rate was 22.8%, more than a fifth of those looking for jobs. Are you feeling the pressure of the job market? Tell us how you're handling it in the comments.
The job search isn't just tough, it's brutal.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are struggling on the job market today, I want you to know something. This is one of the most challenging job markets I have seen in almost a decade of recruiting. I am hearing from recruiting leaders that this market is very reminiscent of the 2008 Great Recession job market. It's not as bad, but it's very similar. So if you are struggling on the job market, I want you to know there are hundreds and thousands of other people who are struggling as well. It's nothing to do with your resume. It's not to do with your interview style. It's to do with the macro job market. And I am addressing corporate office positions. Because when it comes to those positions, there is just simply not enough job openings for people who are on the market. We've seen hundreds of thousands of people get laid off over the past couple of years. And so there are a lot of really, really talented people on the job market. So your time will come. You will find another job. It's just going to take a little bit longer than you thought. We're seeing average job searches taking about 4 to 7 months. So keep on pushing.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle looking for work today. For those of you new here, I'm Kate, a marketing and communications professional based out of Toronto with over 10 years of experience in the field. I was laid off in October 2023 and I've been looking for a job for over a year now. Over the last few months, I started a podcast called Marketing Over Chai, where I connected with marketing professionals on what it takes to be successful in this field in North America. Now I'm shifting focus to help us land our dream jobs. Over the next 8 weeks, join me as we polish our resumes, brush up our interview skills, and learn what it takes to land our dream jobs. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to hear some real stories from real people in the job market today.
Can we talk about how damn near impossible it is to find a job these days? Like, I'm at a point where I feel so anxious because it's completely out of my control. I'm doing everything I can, but literally no freaking results. I have my freaking master's and I know the stuff that I'm applying to, I am more than qualified for because it's literally things that I did in the past, things that I did at my previous internship. But yeah, let me tell you 3 different updates that I have that happened throughout this week. So first of all, I got ghosted by a recruiter. I sent a follow-up email, no response. Second update, this is from a different company. So I reached out to someone on LinkedIn and he looped me in with someone from HR. So she emails me and she's like, give me your resume. And then I was like, okay, so I sent her my resume. And then she says, but reminder, our entry-level positions are only for students who are graduating between December 2024 to June 2025. I graduated last year, so that does not work. So I asked, is there any way I can be considered for these roles, or it's like strictly for graduates between, this upcoming year? And she was like, yeah, you can't apply. So it's like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, third update. So I had a phone interview today with another company. This is the third company, right? And it went really well, but she was like, oh, we're hiring for fall 2025. That's a year from now. So it's like, I can't be considered for a role because I graduated earlier. Your position is starting a year from now. I get ghosted. So like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, everything that I go to, it becomes a dead end. And I'm at a loss. Like, I literally don't know what to do. And I am tweaking out right now.
As you can see, it's rough out there. My dad always says when you have a problem, figure out how to help 100 other people with the same problem, and that's how you'll solve it. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So if you're on a job search as well, join me and let's do this together. 2 heads are better than 1. And even if you have a job that you love today, please take a moment to share this channel with, someone you know who is looking out for a job. Welcome and let's win together.